Welcome back to the From Harvard with Love podcast. I am your host, Harvey World Drizzy. Back to you with another one. And today we got a special one. As you guys know, we're big fans of the We Need to Talk YouTube channel over here at From Harvard with Love. And if you guys recall, we did an episode, the Wall Warrior interview. What I wasn't expecting was for I am Courtney Michelle to actually pull up to We Need to Talk, pretty much looking for all the smoke. They combed through all of the comments and through the comment sections, and even did her review and rebuttal to a few of the reactions to her episode over there. We had the privilege of being reviewed. And so without further ado, we're just going to jump straight into the review. We're going to do this the way we do all our videos. I'm going to play the video. I'm going to let it play. When I have some I need to rebut or I want to put my little 2 cents in, we're going to pause the video. We're going to see how she felt about our reaction over here, my reaction over here. So let me get this set up. Without further ado, let's get into it.
For being honest. Is there another one?
Uh-oh.
No, I saw this one. And this is a married man.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome. This is Love and
yeah, you can skip all this.
Harvey World Drizzy, back to you guys with another one. Uh-oh. Get this video ready.
He got pretty teeth.
You be brushing them things over here, you know what I mean?
It's too late.
More because and like you
A wall analogy.
Okay.
You typically, fellas, you'll find out that they're gonna attack
the essence of the wall is, oh, you've hit it and like you can't go through it. That I don't believe.
This is another one of the antics, go-to moves of the birds, the bird logic. Typically, fellas, you'll find out that they're gonna attack the analogy instead of the actual problem. Nobody gives a damn about the wall analogy. You think of it as something that you can crash. Think of it as a crash test dummy. The walls that they hit, that's the wall. Them crash test dummies, they get defeated every time. Every single time. This thing ain't no, it's coming, it's pure, it's utter, it's imminent, it's definite, it's gonna happen. We all gonna age. But
yeah,
this sexual marketplace value for women, it's gonna come. It's gonna get lower and lower. You need to get out of the storm and into somebody's house. Is what you need to do.
There you go. I agree with you there, brother.
Up. Okay. Not after you done had all these babies or whatever the hell. Not after, prior.
Well, now the way that you go through the wall might be a little different than how you them. The whole lie doll.
There's some truth to that.
To unpack, and you have to do that work for yourself. And there's going to be someone. And maybe that's my.
There's some truth to that. There is some work that you can do, and there will be someone. There may be someone. I won't say will because that's not definite. You can do all the work and still be no one, but you can't help your past. Whatever you done, that's been done. But only thing you can work on is the future. The number one problem that modern women are running into is that they don't know how. They don't care about a man. You're too busy being independent all this time. And let's be for real. You always hear him say, I could do bad all by myself. But I got a question, but can you do good? You can do bad all by yourself. That's evident. We watching you do bad by yourself. It's prevalent in all the statistics. We know that. We understand that. But can you do
this
good?
Man.
So are you getting the outcome that you want?
Being a hopeless romantic, which I can.
And that's the issue. It depends on what your shit is, first of all, because Some people shit heavier than others.
Well,
But why do we have to take you as you are? No, we are forced as men. We are forced to upgrade, to innovate ourselves,
get our
to
shit together.
steadily get better. You're not gonna take me as I am. Hey, I've been fucking bitches my whole life.
oh,
That's just what I
Buddy,
do.
wow.
So
well,
it's not really cheating. That's just who I am. Shit's unacceptable. Nobody's
Nobody wanna hear
nobody's
that
trying to hear that. It could even be true. It's true most of the time for Pookie, Ray, Chad, and Tyrone. They've been able to move freely about
Whatever
the
the fuck
cabin
they
their
want.
entire life. I'm not gonna have you put me in no seatbelt. Why would I do that?
It might not be in the package that you want, but it's going to be in the package that you need.
Earlier when you said you drastically,
I don't think, I guess,
Qualify for, I don't know.
and women do.
The wall is wake up and smell the goddamn roses. Wake up. The wall is get what you qualify for. I don't know who the hell you thought you was. But half the time, you ain't did. There's a lot of work that you can be done. First of all, to get a man, I'm gonna be honest, you don't have to be a 9 or a 10. Like I see these females come on all the time. They say, I see average girls get high value men all the time. That's true, but it's something that they did that y'all are not willing to do. And that's submit to that man. They submit purely and utterly. If you do that, you can be chosen that way because you will be an asset to a man. But when they hear submission, for the most part, y'all hear slavery. Y'all
said that.
We call Granny dumb. Granny was dumb for staying. She never should have stayed through all of the abuse. And y'all's doing so much better now, I guess.
You need to understand, and I think that's logically speaking.
She not really disagreeing too much. You might be on to something.
Okay.
It's you.
That wall bring out the crocodile tears.
So
I'm
maybe
a crybaby.
didn't say that, but I have
I'm
been
an
literally
asshole.
told that no one wants you because
Oh shit.
I'm gonna say something else. These dudes that's running to these women to tell them that they gonna die alone. And I'm not talking about Kevin, because he not running to y'all. Y'all running to him, calling into his show.
Well,
But I'm talking about like the guy she's talking about that's in her inbox that can't wait to tell her she's gonna die alone and how there's no hope. You're a piece of shit.
But
Like
Pure and
I
utter.
don't actually understand what the
Pure
fuck
and utter.
You stay in the game from doing that weird shit. And I also see on social media a lot of these dweeb ass, I call them the dubious dweebs and the good guy weirdos. we gonna have to go over those terms later on.
Y'all still got y'all episode coming. Oh, I ain't forgot about you, mother. Y'all still got y'all episode coming. Trust me.
As well, matter of fact. But these dweebs, they be the ones that they looked over or looked down on by women. Anyway, they don't qualify for the women that they can't wait to tell they gonna die alone. The sad facts is, bro, you're an unagreeable person. You're not a nice person to be around. You're probably gonna die alone right with her. So I mean, she gonna go get her dog, but you need to get yours too.
okay, we go
Pit
to the dog
bulls.
park together
Niggas is not
then.
getting
But
pussy.
at least he see
Let's
it
be for
too.
real. You
Definitely
you're not
see it.
being selected, because if you were being selected, you wouldn't be in these women. You wouldn't have time to be in these women DMs telling them they gonna die alone. Your ass gonna die there alone right next to him.
it's interesting in this manosphere that I'm like, oh, this is not what
I don't care. I want them.
What you don't care about now?
it is. What it is.
Hey, stop measuring your market value or where you stand with men by them niggas in your DMs. Think about it. You're not replying to them. You don't want them. So why the fuck would you tell me about them?
In her defense, I rewatched the video. She wasn't talking about the simps in there. She was talking about the hate. And yeah, you know where I stand on the haters. Fuck y'all. But in her defense, she wasn't giving us the rundown about the the ones that's in there that want this 39-year-old and don't care about how many kids, da 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 da. She's not talking about those lames. She's talking about the haters, the other side of the lames, and fuck them.
I don't care. I don't give a fuck about them dudes in there. Nobody does, man. Nobody.
All right.
But that's y'all quick to say that, to jump straight to that. Y'all get into an argument and you was in my DM, da 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 da, some shit like that. First of all, you'll never catch me in there.
Okay.
I don't. You boys is bold in them goddamn DM shoot shots. Y'all bold as a motherfucker. But that's neither here nor there. You don't want them. Stop bringing them up. You don't want them. We don't care. Is that simple?
I hear
Because
you.
if the dude, if somebody you wanted was in your DMs, that thing would be. It'd have been over with. It'd have been over with. But who you want, don't want you.
Yes, I guess.
Damn.
So, I guess she felt I can't restore the foundation of the woman. It's like if I had hip dying alone, so that this man doesn't make
That woman that averages. You can't change a person and what they being
It's if we still thinking when. I.
here $50K a year. These men
Oh, she finna
are
smoke 'em.
wanting to bash it in women's head so they get a chance to be looked at. So if I make you feel ashamed of wanting what you
I can see where she draw that. I can see where she draw that conclusion. Though the sad part is, but it's we still thinking win lose. We still thinking win lose. Because even if what you're saying is true, that it's these broke ass niggas that's trying to beat this shit into y'all head so that y'all could look at them.
And she's not wrong. She's not wrong, because I feel like that's the problem. I feel like Kevin Samuels is like the Cowboys. It's like the Dallas Cowboys. I don't believe the women actually hate him as much as they hate his fans. The problem is with Kevin Samuels, man, is that he is speaking on behalf of high value men, and you can say that's neither here nor there where you think that he is qualified to speak on the behalf of high value men. However, that's who he's speaking for. The issue is you got a lot of these low value dweebs, these POSs, and they running around and they spreading the doctrine. They spreading this shit like it's for them, but it's not. That's what's frustrating most women, is that you got this $45,000 and nothing against a $45K, because that's about average. So nothing against nobody making $45K. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you got a guy making $45K that's screaming high value, when according to the standards of which Kevin had said, he's like six, and you don't fit none of them. One of them you got to be making, I believe, six figures for at least the better in 3 to 5 years or something like that before you can call yourself high value, and everybody's making six figures. Come on now. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
You still need to understand that you still got the threes looking at the threes crazy. If that make any sense, that's crazy. You broke as hell, so you can't get the attention of any lady, and she physical. She maybe. I'm not talking about Courtney, but I'm talking about usually typically the women that get stuck out there. You a 3, or you weak 2. Y'all both weak as hell. or average as hell, or whatever it is. Y'all on the same Richter scale.
Indeed.
If y'all don't get together, I mean, you don't gotta want them. You don't gotta be happy. I'm not gonna force y'all to get together, because I always hear I'm not physically attracted and da 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 da. And that's why your ass alone. You ain't physically attracted. You trying to play hard to get when you already hard to want. That's
Boom.
the issue.
No.
want,
Bars.
then maybe I can bring you down to
All right.
reality so you can look at me now.
You need.
and these men are essentially saying we're on the same stand that if women
Then maybe I can bring you down to reality so you can look at me now.
You need to be in reality regardless.
I
Ma'am.
would understand that if women
Thank
were
you, sir.
simply looking past these men.
Talk to her.
They're not just looking past these men, they're looking down on these men.
And that's the
That's
issue.
the problem.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So and these men are essentially saying we're on the same level. You think you're higher than me because you make six figures, but you're a 3.
Big facts.
And based on what men value and based on what women value, I'm a 3 on a female scale because I make $30,000 a year. You're a 3 on a male scale because of how you look.
Boom.
So how dare you look down on me?
The
I think
nerve.
that's what the men are saying.
Mitigated gall.
Now,
No.
with that being said, for me, when people say, well, just let them be delusional, my biggest
Dangerous.
issue with that is it sets a very dangerous precedent.
Dangerous.
Explain that.
We cannot afford as a community to raise delusional boys.
Delusional boys or having delusional women now?
Delusional women raise delusional boys. And
I'm not sure this is why he said delusional. Why he said delusional boys. But I jokingly always say that single mothers is a detriment to the Black society, or to many societies, just because of the statistics of the kids that come out, more specifically the males that are raised in this. And so you have
Lil
Pookie
baby
and Ray
Pookie.
Ray Baby, and now you have little baby Pookie. Baby Pookie don't got no dad. Usually they don't play no sports because they get participation medals and all of this shit. He gets straight F's and you buy him Jordans and shit. And so he grow up with no concept, no authority, no discipline, no nothing. There's no father in his house. He gonna be able to treat women the same way his daddy treated you, because he watched you struggle his whole life, and he believes he turned out fine. That's another problem. A lot of us think we turned out fine. But we not okay. You didn't turn out fine, actually. It's the actual issue. That's the actual problem, is you survived. And baby Pookie is more prone to emotional breakdowns and violence, the murders in the hood, more single mothers in the hood, more welfare, more struggle, more poverty, more of all the bad things is what comes. So, and that all came because you can say the deadbeat dad, or you can word it however you want to word it. I would like to word it that the mama wasn't able to secure a proper male specimen to have children with. She went out and had little hyena babies because that's what she was doing. She was out there fucking little hoodlums. Now you got a little hoodlum. And
Can you pause it?
A lot of them made these mistakes.
Oh, she ain't like that boy.
Because I think this is a good reaction video, and I understand what he's saying.
But
this is my pushback on that. So we talk about men and Black men being great fathers. We talk about the CDC coming out with data saying that the Black men is the most involved fathers compared to Asian men and white men. So that's data proven, and that's from Black men actually physically being there, tucking their children in at night, feeding to their children, reading to their children. So
I'm one of them.
I guess I feel like, I don't like the scratch that. It's not that I feel like. I see that sometimes when we say that, it's a contradiction to the dads, because these dads aren't Pookie and Ray Rays.
You're absolutely right. These dads aren't Pookie and Ray Ray. When I'm talking about Pookie and Ray Ray's baby, I'm talking specifically about Pookie and Ray Ray and them baby. I'm talking specifically about the that's why I call them Pookie and Ray Ray. They're a subset of human beings. They're not the same as us. I'm not talking about Black fathers, not by any stretch of the imagination. Pookie, Ray Ray, Chat, and Tyrone, they come in all colors, shapes, sizes, and flavors. These are not Black men that I'm specifically talking about. Like, I will admit that most of the Pookie and Ray Ray prototype is the African American male, but that guy's not a father. That guy was out typically getting him some ass and a baby. You see where I'm going? He wasn't trying to be no father. This is not what he wants. I am in no way, shape, or form talking about those good men that I know personally, because every single one of my friends, brothers, are those type of men. Every single one of them. I don't know. I make it a point not to even communicate with those type of guys. If you can't take care of your own seed, if you can't look after your own blood, there's nothing that I can trust you with. Nothing. So I agree with you here. I absolutely wholehearted. It is unfair, but I was not talking about those men. I was specifically talking about Pookie and them. That's it. I was talking about, and Pookie and them know who the fuck they is. That's why they don't come on my page. They don't even talk to me because they don't like me because I don't like them. I don't like Pookie and I don't like his baby mama, them dusty divas. I don't like them either. She goes into how I believe her baby father is in the picture. He's a strong black man. So she's technically not a single mother. She's a single woman, but she's co-parenting. It's a difference.
I think that's an amazing narrative to say that women are opening their legs up to thug niggas, which some of us are. But then how can that just be true that we're having
Not
kids by
just.
Pookie and Ray Ray, which I even hate that terminology. But then the fathers are the most involved. How is that? How can that two coexist? How can it say dads aren't there, but then they're the most involved?
Because it's two different people. That's why I can coexist. It's two different people. It's Pookie and Ray Ray, and then there's black men. Black men, and that's something different. A black man is something different. A man, period, is something different. That's strong. These other dudes are males. They just males. Pookie and them, they just happen to have wee-wees. That's it.
Dads there. Why is that we might not have been getting married to have the children? But to say that dads aren't there and they're Pookie and Ray Rays, that we're just giving our womb up to, that's where I push back because I think I see great dads.
Mhm,
I
me
don't
too.
see dads that's not there for their child. I see
neither.
women not making it hard,
They
but they're not
definitely do.
Pookie and Ray Rays. It's revenge that I see, that the kids are not having dads, not that the dads are not there.
And that revenge shit makes my stomach hurt. And every one of you dusty divas is out there holding that man back from his baby because he don't want your big fat ass. You are disgusting to me. Disgusting.
My daughter has a dad. I have 3 brothers that are dads. My brother is a
I hear you.
stepdad.
Strong dad, a stepdad, a strong
So
dad.
I hear that y'all having the kids with Pookie and Ray Rays and they not there. Okay. But then when the data shows that the men are there, I just feel like there's a little bit of a contradiction and we're not giving dads enough credit that they are good dads. Black men are fathers.
Yes, ma'am.
It's just been now it's too unconventional and not in the way that we need it as far as in the home, but it doesn't negate that they're there.
That's a fact.
So go ahead.
I appreciate the pushback. It wasn't for me though. Unfortunately, we both had a misunderstanding here. There we go. That's why these things are
The
good.
youth. And like, I'm not saying buy a dog, die alone. What I'm saying is understand where you stand, and it's going to be harder. But there's things you can do. Like, you can do the work. The work comes with, you're going to have to actually care about a man. I'm sorry, but y'all going to have to know a man more than his color. I'm
Got
sick
to
of
get
hearing
off that
that
city
shit.
girl shit.
Every time somebody bring up, oh, I know him. I know his favorite color. Shit don't matter to men. Like,
Not his
know
favorite
him
color.
for real. What makes him happy? Sometimes
Any
Having
little medicine
you can
shit.
conversation.
fight. You can shut your ass up, and that's be what makes that man happy. Get out of his damn face. Know your man.
Yeah.
We don't need you to fight our battles like that, black women.
No, ma'am.
That's a lot of y'all
Okay.
issue. Y'all big gangsters, y'all thugs. Y'all want to go to battle for us.
Yeah.
A lot of times it depends on the man. You got to read your man. I don't have nothing against beta males because beta males need love too. I don't have nothing against whatever. They got 1,000 different of these things, our gamma and all type of crazy sigma, all whatever they decide to fall into. That's up to you. What I'm saying is you got to understand what type of man you have and how to best aid him, how to best help him to the next level. You going automatically. You the focus
got the right man.
automatically. You the why automatically if you got the right man. I'm gonna let her go a little longer.
And raise delusional girls as well. Because they're setting this paradigm for girls, for instance, that you can still be sexy at 60.
What else does he
It's not
say,
true.
Alan?
That's wild.
Life will tell you it's not true.
That's true.
Your
That's
resume doesn't
sexy at
have to
60.
be-
That's a real thing. That sexy at 60 is a real thing.
Unfortunately.
I saw it
Unfortunately.
in the news. 60-year-old women was twerking. I didn't think it was true. I thought Alan was.
And they looked how 60-year-old women would look twerking. Make no mistake. It was embarrassing. It's the shit in your head that you think about when you hear a 60-year-old woman twerking. how disgusting, how stupid that look. That's how it would.
Feeding me bullshit. Turned out that man was right. Okay, go ahead. He was right all along.
Your damn 60s. Dusty into your 60s. Who would have thought?
But
you're not gonna admit it.
To end all of this, the solution is,
what's the solution?
You don't have to die alone. And to be honest, you don't even necessarily have to lower your standards that you want. You're just going to have to raise your level in every way that you can. You can't do anything about your kids. Ain't nobody trying to tell you to hide your kids or whatever.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Kids are always a blessing. We're going to say it like that. And they're a blessing for you. Not necessarily that man that you want to come into your life. What you need to understand is that those kids is going to be an obstacle to that man. That's the way he's just going to see them. But you can raise your level for a man and look past that. Like, there's just certain women that won't have to. They're outliers. You can get closer to those outliers, is what I'm saying. Be in shape first and foremost. Be an agreeable woman. Be feminine. This is a yin and yang thing. Men aren't better than women. Women aren't better than men. Men are not to be dominated by women. Women are not to be dominated by men. This is a yin and yang thing. It's supposed to work. We're built a certain type of way for a reason. I have testosterone coursing through my veins at a rate far more than the average woman for a reason. That's science. Because of that, I'm going to be focused on different things. The estrogen in your body and a woman in a female body is going to make them focus on certain things. It's just the fact of the matter. It wouldn't be an issue if you guys were actually winning. I wouldn't care if I didn't have friends telling me the horror stories of what it is to be alone as a woman out there. So like if y'all was out there boss bitches and y'all was happy as hell, I would
city girl life.
Matter, but that's just the issue. You're not happy. I'm not saying that you need to stop what you're doing and find a man. I'm saying maybe you should change your course of action. In order to get a man, you're gonna have to focus on a man. That's just the fact of the matter. There ain't no other way to put it. If you think you're gonna get a man, the only way that you're gonna be able to get that man that you want is you're gonna have to pay attention. You're gonna have to pay the dues. You're going to have to actually care about a man. You have to actually, it's work. The same way we have to court you and show that we're able to provide and protect you, you should be putting them through tests, not shit testing a man, but you should be able to know for a fact that this man is there for you, and he should be able to know the same thing about you. All I'm saying is,
all right, it's
going to be hard. For the wall warriors, but it don't
not
mean
the
you gotta die
warriors.
alone. I do agree with her on that. I just think that the reason Kevin Samuels tell y'all gonna die alone, and he said the way he's gonna say it is because typically it's come from an argumentative modern woman who don't want to hear shit. Never once do they say what they are going to actually give a man, what they are going to bring to the table, what they typically do say, I'm working on myself, but that's usually bullshit. Like, that's usually bullshit. At the end of the day, you don't got to die alone. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to have it linked for the.
I liked him.
Okay.
I like that. I mean, it was balanced, completely balanced. I think it was a great critique. And not, don't drag in the comments. It's just an honest perspective of the interview. So I can appreciate him, and a lot of stuff that majority of things that he said, I totally agree with. So shout out to him. The pretty teeth man.
The pretty teeth man. I take
it. There ain't no another one, is it?
We're gonna stop it right there. If you want, I'm gonna put the link in the description below so you can go watch the live stream in its entirely. It is in its entirety. It's very long. It's like almost 4 hours long, like 3 hours and 50 minutes, something like that. But it's worth it. They comb through the through the comments and everything. I think our boy Mr. Thon Lexy gonna have some explaining to do over there at the Black Light podcast. I'll put the link to his review also in the description below. They go over his as well as another guy, Better Gents podcast, I believe. She reviews his right after mine, so you guys could tune in and watch that one too. Maybe get in tune to his page. He's going over. He's pretty much a men's advocate as well. I'll leave those links in the description below. But you know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe. We got next video. We're gonna go over. We're gonna get into these birds again. Matter of fact, we're gonna get into. We got a bird. She say both of the two ones that I hate the most. She talk about the average women that get high value men, and what's the you got to see it. We gonna get into Kevin Samuels for the first time. We haven't reviewed the Kevin Samuels video. That's what we're gonna do next. But like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more.